Hi, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Clanker.
Ugh.
My fiance has essentially put me in timeout for using that phrase too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Calling all the computers that?
Yeah. I kind of went off on a rant about robots, and she said I went too far with it.
You went too far? You sure your girlfriend's not a fucking bolt eater?
No, because she also hates them. But, you know,
Oh, okay.
I go off on too much of a rant about, like the little thing at the giant store, you know, Marty. And suddenly I'm prejudiced just because I am.
Who's Marty?
Oh, I forgot that it's a different corporation. In the Northern Giant grocery store, which Giant is the name. There are two different corporations with the same name, Giant. There are these robots that are like these weird columns that go around, and they don't clean spills. They just tell people where spills are.
Oh.
And come clean it.
That's...
Yeah. And
it's like a Roomba telling you there's dust here.
Yeah, and they put googly eyes on them to like, oh, it humanizes them. And it's satanic. We'll die.
There is a little... the QT store near where I work has a little Roomba that actually does mop.
See, if it actually cleaned, sure. Again, if it actually cleaned things, no issue.
It's like the size of a small ice chest, and it just walks around the store.
Yeah, this thing is like 6 feet.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's like, actually no, it's taller than 6 feet. It's probably like 6'3". It's taller than, I think, my brother. Well, he's 6'3".
Really?
So it's tall. It's taller than the aisles.
You think it's like to catch shoplifters or something?
No. I wish it did. That'd be amazing. It actually just films people.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be genius. That makes too much sense.
Because then everyone thinks it's a dumb robot, and if the cameras aren't super obvious.
Mm-hmm. Have we heard from
deterrent?
Have we heard from Ian?
No.
Grad students. I say as if this game didn't start while I was in grad school. That 5-year thing hit me like a truck. I don't know why you did that.
Sorry.
I just realized something.
What?
This is my first character that doesn't have multi-attack.
What do you mean?
So sorry
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I just looked down at my attacks per turn. 1. Like, oh shit.
Oh, better make it count. Okay. So, today is morning day 54 of 1379. Last game, we mostly just made plans on what to do and had a little bit of get to know you with the new group that's going together. But it is the morning, and first thing in the morning, the courier comes by, but it's not a normal... It's not the red-haired courier. It's just a mailman. This one's a lady with black hair, like a half-orc or something. Probably even a Thunderscrim native, but they are allowed into the... Or even probably you see them in the door. I don't know if you guys are up getting breakfast or something. But they do give you the letter that I sent you earlier from the Beholders. And then they don't stick around to ask you if you have any letters. They assume that, unless you had it already written, that they would tell you go to the post office or drop it off at the castle has its own little mailroom. And there's like there's a locked off section where they open Henry's mail so that in case there's a bomb in there, but you get the letter from the Beholders. I don't know if you guys read it earlier, but it says, "The Shrike is known to us. If the bird song is a chorus, then we will listen. The spoken is important. Some fractions are known. Death's chosen is summoned. Our mouth will open and we will speak. Acquire the ruins of the land without winter. Stand in the shadows of Scar Keep and deafen yourself to the Hex Locusts with their helm of ears from the Roanoke colonization of Illithic sovereignty. Asmodeus's daughter, wielder of our sky-facing hands, will conduct you to the Twisted Fane without dancing in the Symphony of Madness. She is royally varnished and cloaked with white rabbit. The foul spawn will know you, but the plague-scarred weep, the spell-scarred wail, and in the warmth of blue fire, Inavarb's legion still marches from Falorm, the realm of 3 crowns. From the mirror of dead men they were cast, a pair of millennia past, desperately sent to trim the fraying edges until green and black ligaments freeze again. Transcribed by Mary Leon, 5th Chair's first servant, as psionically dictated and unanimously agreed upon by all members of the Synod of the Infinite Escan. Isn't that
simple,
perfectly clear? Yeah. And I am allowing you guys to each roll a d4, and that is how many questions NPCs will answer for you with relative accuracy. Other than that, you have to figure out what the fuck this means on your own.
We roll that d4 now?
If you want, yeah. Unless you have any ideas you already want to discuss.
Well, a shrike is a bird that drops things down from high heights to kill them, needs to carry them, doesn't eat things alive, typically throws them on spiked objects. I learned that from Hannibal. So a shrike is typically also a corvid, so we're dealing with either the Raven Queen or possibly the Phoenix, but most likely not the Phoenix, that's the Phoenix. A shrike more akin to a raven. Or a being of death. Typically shrikes are symbols for death, so we could have something like Vecna. Not Merculo, wouldn't necessarily be a shrike because he doesn't do the killing, he does the closing. He's similar to how Hades isn't the god of death, he's the god of the dead. I've been looking over this shit, and I've been losing my mind.
Oh, I'd love to hear all your theories.
And I typed some of them out. Death's chosen is summoned. That's Raven Queen. Most likely, again, the Shrike, the Death's chosen, so Raven Queen's champion. Our mouths will open and we will speak. Psionically, they communicate. They don't talk, but they're saying something about speaking. Stand in the shadows of Scarkeep, no idea. Deafen yourself to the Hex Locust within the helms of ears and the Roanoke colonization. I don't know what Abolithic is, but Abeloth is typically a dark god, a chaos god. It's in different religions and media forms. Asmodeus is
also a D&D monster.
Yes. Asmodeus is a great sorcerer. Asmodeus' daughter. We don't really have a daughter that I'm aware of. We have the granddaughter, Vecna's granddaughter, wielder of our sky-facing hands. They don't have hands, though. Oh. Twisted Fane without dancing to the Symphony of Madness sounds something fey, but she's cloaked and varnished in royalty and white rabbit. So that's away from the Raven Queen, typically black. White rabbit. I don't think we're getting an Alice in Wonderland thing, but possibly, again, that would lean towards fey. Cloaked and white rabbit, a dead fey creature that runs amok. Fellspawn will know you, but the plague-scarred sweep, spell-scarred whale. So the plague-scarred, those injured by sickness, weep. The spell-scarred whale, so those harmed, and the warmth of blue fire. So we're dealing with something that is, again, blue fire. Again, not necessarily Phoenix, regular fire, rainbow fire. Blue fire, not exactly sure, but for the Land Without Winter, that's either the fire realm or hell. I'm leaning more towards hell because we're dealing with death, white rabbit, chasing, follow the white rabbit. You follow the one who is, you follow the white rabbit, you follow the one who's cloaked in the white rabbit. We're meant to follow this individual. We are supposed to seek a leader of death. We are to follow it. I'm not sure what Inavar is. Falorm, realm with 3 crowns. Realm with 3 crowns. Specifically realm, not kingdom. Crowns, not leaders. So I imagine it's something with 3 heads. I don't know. Tiamat has 7, right? Not Tiamat. The other one has 7, I believe. So something with 3 heads or 3 pieces Then again, 3 of us champions, but then you 2 aren't, so awkward. The trim fraying edges, green and black ligaments freeze again. I think that's the edges of reality, where it's the green light, but also green and black that leans a little more towards Mercool. But generally, I have no idea.
Okay.
There's a lot of words to say. I don't know.
Do our other friends have any ideas? Warren or Menomina? If you've read it before, I don't know if you got to it today.
I read it. I didn't understand it.
Okay.
A lot of words.
Look. Okay. Do you want me to tell you the one thing you got right in all of that, Pale?
Wow.
One. I spent all day reading. I read this I think I read 5 times.
Yeah.
Dude.
Big
numero uno.
To trim the fraying edges. You are correct. To trim the fraying edges of reality.
The end?
Yeah.
I thought the strike thing, I was so dead set. Gotta be a raven.
Do you want to make a history check?
I'd love to. Ask me sideways.
I'm so sorry.
That's a 5.
Okay, you still don't
Honestly,
know.
it's fitting. Yeah.
Okay.
Take a D6.
What? Darren said something. I just couldn't hear because I was laughing too hard.
I said take a D6.
So far we're at 5. All right, that's a 10.
Okay, a 10 total.
Fuck's sake. That's not the Roanoke thing too. It's like a law of felony, but nope.
You said we're doing a history check?
It was just only Pale would know this. The rest of you can make a perception check to, because I'd say a 10 might still not be enough, but maybe there is something that may be laying around in here to remind you of this. Everybody make me a perception check.
Sure. I got an 8 on that.
Okay.
I have a +8 to that. Sorry, I didn't roll an 8. 27.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Matt.
No, honestly, it's so funny.
20.
The 20? Okay. What about you?
Oh, sure,
Hale?
yeah.
Hale is so locked into thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
for
staring.
fuck's... Chad, I got a nat 1.
Oh my god! Oh, buddy.
Okay.
My quest is going great, guys.
So, Pale is entirely fucking enraptured by going absolutely fucking insane reading this. And the rest of you, it's, Ash is doing nerd stuff like normal. He's replying to letters and like sending them in his briefcase, and then when the minute of it goes click, and then he sends another letter in his magical fax machine to somebody else. And so you realize, maybe you just glance to the side and read Ash's papers. His code name that he uses a lot is the Shrike.
Son of a bitch.
The Shrike is Ash.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Because, you know, he's the cardinal, bishop, and murder birds, and...
Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
The cardinal is a bird now. All right.
No, the Shrike is called the murder bird, but that's why. That's how he got that name, was that, and he's kind of a smaller guy. But
that's like the first serial killer in the Hannibal series. Spoiler, everyone. It's been out for like 15 years.
Okay.
That's chosen isn't the Raven Queen. And it's not Hell either. When is that winter? What are other hot areas? We have the fire plane.
And I will say, you're not allowed to Google this unless these are things you already know.
I
But
don't.
some
I'm
of
not
this,
Googling them.
some of this I pulled from Canon Forgotten Realms, and so please remember that the Sword Coast is in La Jolla. Previously, in like episode 152, I think, Ash told you that the Beholders themselves live near Dunan, which is the Vecna city, which used to be a place called Kalishman, or Kalimport, actually. And you know Kalimport from Artemis Enchuri, Jarlaxle's friend, once said that he'll believe Jarlaxle has morals when Kalimport freezes over.
I guess we gotta go to the Calamari port.
But all of La Jolla is frozen, so...
Guess we gotta go to Calimport. Death's Chosen. That's the thing that's wild to me, is the Death's Chosen thing isn't... Obviously, don't say anything. I want to be able to, seize this mentally. And I don't mean seize it in the grab, I mean, shape until I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Could I do an investigation check on it to see if I would know anything on it?
Yeah, if you roll really high, maybe you have some flickers of ideas.
Wielder
28.
of our sky-facing hands. They didn't even have hands. Sky-facing hands, praying. So the daughter...
Is it Baphomet or Asmodeus' daughter?
What?
Would wielder of our hands, would that be someone who writes for them? Is Mary Leon then Asmodeus' daughter? Will conduct us to the Twisted Fane without dancing to the Symphony of Madness? So she is protected. I think it's the person writing for them is protected by them with an anti-magic white rabbit.
So Namina is just over Pale's shoulder, reading the letter and listening to his ramblings, half listening to his ramblings.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 28.
A 28. You remember that long ago, Asmodeus performed a ceremony to make himself more powerful to fend off the Blood War, which is where demons are trying to invade. Demons from the Abyss are trying to invade the devils in Hell because they want to invade the rest of the planes. So all the evil shit that Asmodeus does, he claims, is to save everyone. So you should thank him for keeping the demons at bay. But in order to gain more power to this cause, he claimed in a vile ceremony all tieflings as his. So if you're a tiefling and you're not religious or claimed by someone else, instead of going to the astral plane like everyone else, you will go to hell to join the Blood War. Poor tieflings. So, technically, all tieflings are children of Asmodeus.
It's, he's not the stepdad, he's the dad that stepped up.
He's the dad that kind of kidnapped part of your soul.
Stepped up. Did I stutter?
Okay, all right.
I know
Kidnapping.
Darian knows that Pale is a fire genasi. Whoa! You were adopted by Asmodeus.
No, I'm
Yeah, you're a tiefling, right?
I'm not even dignifying that with an answer. I know Carolina told you that I'm not. I know you know that.
You assume that me and Carolina talk a lot, but yeah.
I also assumed that that old guy would say no when I asked him to go on an adventure, but I'm pretty sure he's marching off to his death right now. It'll be fun. I was 80 years old.
Talking about Cole?
Yep.
Okay.
So, like, you're not a tiefling?
No. I'm a fight.
Hey,
God,
man.
I can't even get angry. You're too. You don't know. It's the worst part is I can't even be pissed about it.
This thing is talking about Asmodeus and the tieflings, dude.
What do you mean, Asmodeus and the Tieflings? Are they like a band?
No, that he claimed them all.
What?
Yeah, he claimed them all as his. You don't know that?
No, I don't really keep up on what people microaggress me as.
Well, if you're not tiefling, then it's not about you. But that's what this letter's talking about.
What if
Such
Pale
powerful.
never,
I'm sorry you feel that way.
what if Pale never learned about that? Because that's canon Forgotten Realms thing, even though we haven't talked about it before. Because he heard the word tiefling, even though he's learning this important history spiritual lesson, and he got like 2 PTSD from all the microaggressions, and didn't fucking listen to the rest of whoever was telling him that.
It's canon.
Okay.
Yeah, two things. It's no longer about you because you're no longer a tiefling. But yeah, this is what it's
No
about.
longer.
If you're no longer. What are you if you're no longer a tiefling?
I'm a fire genasi. My dad's made of flaming stuff.
Oh, okay.
He is
okay.
flaming.
That's hot.
No. Was I
I'm
giving
on fire. He's on
gesturing
fire.
from-
You're on fire. We're on fire. Wouldn't you like to be on fire too?
Was I sent?
Let's just say, metal doesn't burn.
Yeah, but wouldn't you like to be on fire?
And then
Are
T3's gonna
Carolina-
wink at Pale.
Oh my God! Carolina and Bastion are pranking me. I expected this from Carolina. I didn't know Bastion knew how to do that.
Daddy doesn't know.
I didn't. What? Anyway,
This side
I'm
quest
not
is
even-
so fucking funny.
I'm just. Okay, so there's a tiefling. Fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore.
So the Shrike (parentheses Ash) is known to us, and then Asmodeus' daughter, a tiefling, wielder of our sky-facing hands, will conduct you to the Twisted Fane, without dancing to the Symphony of Madness.
Yeah, there's like a whole thing about that, dude. I'll find the book and give it to you.
Perfect. That's perfect. Great. Thank you. Cool. All right. Hey, Ash, I think I gotta go find Asmodeus' daughter.
Pardon?
Yeah, apparently the eyeball guys with the stalks said that she's got hands that'll help us not dance to the Twisted Fame. So I'm gonna go find her, which apparently means literally any tiefling, in a land that never has winter. So do you need anything while I'm there? I will bring back souvenirs. I'll bring a keychain.
His mouth.
Hey, like, what's the strike's role in this?
That's him. It's his pet name. His pseudonym.
It's his persona. It's
Stop that.
No, his mouth has been dropped
Actually,
open the
they're
whole
called
time.
avians, but it's okay.
Avians. Oh, okay.
I fucking hate it here.
Avian's just the regular word for bird. Is there not a like? I know there's
don't be such a
scalies.
bird brain.
Is there featheries? Bird brain. You tell him that when he does something stupid.
Yeah,
I will now,
there's
that's
not
hilarious.
really like a unique, like scaly. It's avian, basically.
Oh, bird furry rights. Come up with a better
Mhm.
name. Get it
You could call him
together.
a penguin.
Bird furries are weird, man.
You could call him a penguin instead of a cardinal.
Okay, yeah.
Hearing
'cause he can't
someone
fly.
say specific subsections of furs are more weird than others is one of the most terrifying things I've heard in my life. And I work in law.
I gotta listen, man. I got a furry con coming up in 2 days.
Again, but like to hear a
So are you going to
specific.
tell them about this game?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
You should leave business cards somewhere around. Ugh,
Actually, yeah, I could do that. People do that a bunch.
I would
God,
appreciate it. And then I'll
there's
give you some.
furry networking.
Yeah, I have a furry lawyer.
I just say you better believe that there's furry networking.
No,
Yeah, you said
literally,
you wouldn't
the
tell anyone.
last Raycon I went to, there was a furry lawyer.
You said you wouldn't tell.
I didn't until you said something.
No, but
Well,
You
Ash's
said you
mouth
wouldn't
was
tell.
dropped
Bitch,
open,
I
so
didn't. You said something.
You admitted it. You brought this on yourself.
Victim blaming.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I am.
Alan, so, okay, let's go to the unfrozen realms.
Okay, pause. I've been distracted. Asmodeus' daughter? I didn't know he had any kids. The fuck?
According to,
keep it up.
what was it? Phenomena?
Yes.
Namina said that apparently all tieflings are his kids. That's more than you have, respectfully.
That is a lot of kids, yeah.
Yeah. You think they would have
who
said
wants
that
to
by
make
now?
who wants to make an insight check?
Sure.
What's
Sure.
that? We say perception?
Insight.
Insight, I knew that. 23. Because, of course, when it doesn't matter.
19.
22.
19. Okay, all of you can tell that when talking about Asmodeus and kids, Ash looked scared for a second, and then he started to blush.
What on God's great green earth does that
Ash
mean?
Jeffrey Barlow.
Mr.
And yes, I
Cardinal,
do know you're real.
like a cardinal.
Why? Why? What's all this then?
Oh, what do you mean?
You're looking like me right now, bud.
If you ever need to go to hell, I know a guy. You don't need to go to hell, do you,
Barlow.
Jesus?
I don't think he'd be there. That's not his realm. He's Ilmater. Oh, God.
I'm looking for something in my notes. Please hold.
Jesus is Ilmater, right?
Jesus is yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
whoa.
want to try.
One of the top death cultists knows how to get to hell?
Yeah,
blown.
I have sort of an open invitation, but I don't intend on using it.
Is that all that's open?
Invitation how? Like dying?
When you said that's all that's open, he got even redder.
For the first time, you see a robot raise its eyebrows.
I've been around. I'm still looking for something in my notes.
Taylor's
Ash
just kind of
tries
looking.
to
I'm like,
I mean, we know
is
you've
that
been
oracle
around.
yours?
It's
I swear to God, Ash, that oracle was yours, and you didn't tell us.
I do have two tiefling children that is adopted. That's the adopted two. I mean, Pale, do you really want me to tell you?
You're just my cardinal. You're my buddy. Anyway, no.
yes, he wants you to tell him.
Nah. Because honestly, at that
I'd
point,
like
my
to know.
worry is my biggest concern is knowing Carolina. And my concern is if at any point any of your kids in Carolina herself commingled, I think Merkul would immediately be able to end the universe. I don't think he'd even need to do anything.
Oh, okay. So George and Rowan are both 18 and 17. They're the only ones close to being adults, but that's because they're adopted. The rest of them are like, that they're all like 12 or under, except for Jean, who's 24, but 3/4 elf.
12. Yeah, she's 12.
Yeah.
Vibes-wise. We go by vibes here, Ash. Come on.
Yeah, but after the demise of Vecna, Asmodeus called all the heads of all evil organizations to his palace, and we formed what would later be called the Council of Darkness, which is a super creative name, but it's what we agreed on.
I'll try hard. I respect it.
Yeah, and we held these meetings to look into how Vecna was banished and ascertain if other gods or greater entities were next, and if anybody in Vecna's forces would be able to bring him back, and if so, was anyone willing to help? And near the end of the first conference, Asmodeus singled me out to thank me for being professional, because other leaders were trying to kill and steal from each other, even in his kingdom. And unbeknownst to me, I was the only leader of these groups who hadn't yet tried to cozy up to him, if not outright seduce him, which, he chooses an avatar which is alluring on purpose, because his real form is a giant snake.
What?
Yeah, so before time, everything was kind of weird, and so the first battles of the Blood War, he was in his true form, and so I was actually able to help him with something, part of why we're still close, and he almost blushes again, and he's like, I found some blood drops of Ilmater, and not knowing what to do with them, or rather, I had an immediate idea, just after another meeting of the Council of Darkness, and so I was able to have fashioned basically a decanter of endless water that, dilutes those blood drops, but his true form, which I'm one of probably 4 mortals that have ever seen, and so that it curbed the pain a little, so I have an open invitation to help, but it's kind of hard to leave every time after, it changes a bit, and, hell's not a great place
hell itself, right? Because hell itself?
How good, huh?
Yeah,
I'm just messing, you have fun. You know anything about an endless dance?
An endless
or
dance?
Symphony of Madness? Symphony of Madness?
You guys can each roll a d4 to see how many questions NPCs will know the answers to.
4.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
2.
All right. So that's 9 questions.
Nice.
So an endless dance and the Symphony of Madness. Let's see. The Shrike, that's me. I mean, when you wrote this letter to the Beholders, you mentioned knowing me, so I assume that means that, they're recognizing that I'm me.
Sense.
There are a lot of notes on song. If the bird song's a chorus, then we would listen. I'm the first bird mentioned. I only sing in church. Then you said dancing to the Symphony of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
So a while back, in order for him to explain this, he has to answer a lot of questions. So he will answer this one, but ask a different question first. Because if he explains this, he'll explain everything else also.
So, the Scarred Weed, not Scarred Weed, Iniarv, who's Iniarv? Do you know?
That's actually, I do know that, because he's a legendary Vecnite. He's a necromancer. So Inavarv's Legion. Okay, so the Mire of Dead Men is north of Dunan. It's a big saltwater swamp, or at least it was before it froze over. But he would vast amounts of undead, and he was able to control far more distantly than a lot of other necromancers are. So, assumably he sent them something 2 millennia ago, desperately, I don't know, see, it implies that he sent, this necromancer Innovov sent his legions of corpses to go deal with fraying edges of reality, which that's something the Dunites do a lot, is they, instead of having a coal mine full of fragile mortals, they send the undead in to dangerous places. So
That's useful.
and then green and black ligaments, being that they're far above the cold line now, I assume perhaps it's about the dead thawing out.
The dead might be just falling out.
Or like if they're frozen. Because he's not alive, if you know what I mean, but he's still on this plane doing things. So if he 2 millennia ago sent a legion of dead to go deal with some hole in reality, but now they're frozen or something, or they occasionally thaw out in whatever blue fire might be.
Oh. There's a great Vec Knight army that went to trim the edges of reality, and now they're frozen, but there's essentially an army waiting there. Bailey, do you watch Lord of the Rings Return of the King recently?
No, I'm trying to read through the Lord of the Rings books. I'm only on the like second one.
The
The
intro.
2 towers?
They've just gotten to the land where the elves live, like the border. Fucking
Order 'em?
Aragorn and the halflings. They're crossing a bridge is where I left off.
So I was gonna say, I mean, a frozen army of the dead. It's just like... Anyway.
Okay.
Maybe it's a
sorry.
little closer to Game of Thrones.
See, I was thinking it was more of like they were waiting for... That's fair with like them, the whites. I was thinking more of like the ghosts in Return of the King.
Oh.
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, I see that too.
Anyway, back into the zone. Frothing at the mouth.
It's,
Let me mark one tally down. You now know what Innovarv and the Mire of Death. No, but that's where it was very similar, that spell, to make it a terrible ever-expanding swamp is very close to the what are they called? It's not a Death Knight. It's not... They're the zombies that have 3 heads. There's one that lives in... Well, Katrina used to live in that swamp, and they wanted me to fix that, but I'm like, that's not... No, that's not my thing.
like zombie Cerberuses?
Yeah, it's like... It's complicated. It's a lot of necromancy. I think Margaret would be best to answer that question. But...
Sadly, we're about to be attacked in a few hours, so we need to leave, but... joke. Stupid joke.
Yeah, we'll say it's 5, 6 in the morning. It's 5, 6 in the morning. Wade doesn't get kidnapped till like 2 p.m.
Metagaming who?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I guess we gotta track her down, but I mean...
Well, Margaret's in the office next over, but...
And I mean, I'll be honest, considering my quarters are next to my second favorite magic users, if the thumping bed frame means anything, she might not be awake yet, because boy are those 2 people really happy with their marriage. But
Yeah.
just hammering each other or building stuff. But
I don't think they're into carpentry. That seems more of a Kella Blackwell's thing, what I've heard.
yeah, well, I mean, we can ask Carolina how he does with wood. But
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway,
She said he's all right.
No,
So-
you're still eating breakfast at Wade's house.
Yeah.
I know a
So-
thing about carpentry, but that's only because I had to carve my own arms and legs like once a month or so they didn't overgrow.
yeah, you're just not going to talk about it anymore unless it's in a therapeutic setting. You're not going to
I
if you
think
keep
it's awesome,
re-traumatize
dude.
yourself. Yeah, what Manamana said.
What did Menomina say?
I think it's awesome, dude.
Oh, thanks. Now, if you ever need one of those little art mannequins of a hand, give me a couple hours.
Yeah, I could use one, to practice on. Work on my moves.
What, to fight?
Go stabby step. Yeah.
You might want to ask Bastion about that. I think if anybody can build a fighting robot, it's that man. If he hasn't already had his own legion of them.
Yeah.
He
but
looks to Warren.
Warren winks.
They're alright. They've got feelings and stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
So-
he could make one that doesn't have feelings.
Warren winks and then eyes him up and down.
Ash reflexively also eyes you up and down, and then glances at Pale and kind of looks ashamed.
I'm getting a spray bottle for both of you. So, what happens when
Oh, you're
You
gonna
know, one
make
of those-
me wet.
I use acid on you? You keep it up. You're 20 minutes old, so help me God. I worship the god of endings. I'm not above killing a child. I didn't say that, Ash. I don't actually mean that. Please don't tell our followers that we're not going back to
You
that.
think I haven't killed children?
Warren's gonna wink back at Ash,
Ash.
and then continue to look standoffish, like with arms crossed.
So anyway, what happens when a beholder talks? If they open their mouth? Anything weird?
I mean, typically they only use the mouth for eating, but much more psionic beings. I imagine they talk to you only in your head. So you have, if you have the ring of mind shielding, you'll have to let them in.
Yeah, and don't when they open their mouth, it's like a anti-magic field.
Like a shitload of teeth, yeah. And, I mean, that's the whole thing about beholders. They can cast different spells through each of their eye stalks. When they just look at
cut
you.
those off.
Yes, blind to them. Good lord, blind them.
Oh, what if they're friendly?
If they, I mean, that's, I have spoken to them through various correspondence before, and they aren't totally, I've dealt with crazier, let's just say. Crazier and angrier.
Which would you
Respectfully.
say are more
Sure.
friendly? The older ones or the brand new ones?
The beholders?
Yeah.
Well, they were all, from what I've heard, the Synod of the Infinite Ascan. They were all created at the same time. Because Mind Flayers don't... not Mind Flayers.
As he
Beholders
says,
don't...
mind flayers, I flinch.
Sorry. Mind Flayers... Jesus, I said it again. I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate. I'm so sorry. No, Beholders don't breed. They, he looks at Warren. They don't breed. They replicate.
Warren frowns.
They replicate by thought. They imagine each other into existence. So if you've ever heard of a death tyrant, which is a necromantic sort of breed of beholder, it's when a beholder gets so afraid of death that they imagine a dead version of themselves. The way you deal with them is the same way you... Essentially. So if, from what I understand, there was like a prime one of them who needed a council for their god, and so they invented other followers, and then at some point got discouraged and thought about being dead so much that he died. And that's the story I've heard from them. Because I did ask, how did the 13 of you ever decide to be besties because they do not play well with others. Usually, these guys are unique.
So basically, there was one beholder who got bored, needed a friend, thought of a friend, and then all of a sudden he's got 12 other besties.
13
And then
other besties.
Oh, so there's 14 of them?
No,
I
the
can
original.
He died.
The original died.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah.
This just sounds like they believe in the Dane, but stupider.
I wish I could think of myself and create another me. That'd be so cool.
Yes, the world definitely needs more billionaires with weird senses of humor.
So
What'd you say?
I start thinking to myself,
Don't you guys lay eggs?
wait, well, that's invasive.
No, you and the Raven Queen people lay eggs, just like we get bones.
No,
But
I'm not Vivianites get Yankee.
We still
yeah,
get bones.
yes, we do.
And it's like spontaneous, so can male get Yankee lay eggs?
I'm not sure. I haven't laid any.
Okay. Sorry for prying. It's just you don't see a lot of you around.
I get that a lot.
And are there any? This will be the last one I ask you, but Death's chosen. Who else could that be but the Raven Queen? Because she's Death, right?
He, at this point, gives you a long blink and a little bit of a squint. And he says, "The Shrike, me, is known to us. If the bird song is a chorus, we will listen."
Yep, so they'll listen to you.
Yes, and whoever's singing with me.
Yeah, so
The
who else
spoken-
is like... Who else is like Death and Death themes and Death...
Like Mr. Pale,
Hell's
aren't you
gonna
like
get up.
part of a dead?
Yep.
Mr. Pale,
Hell's gonna
aren't you
get up,
part-
find a
Oh.
wall, and just start hitting his head against it. Like, violently. Let me actually roll for this real quick. Okay, cool. That hits. What's my unarmed strike? That's 10 plus whatever. What the fuck? How's that even? Oh, so it's is that just a 16? Yeah, that's a 16. Cool. By 16 damage just by hitting my head against the wall that hard.
He runs and grabs you. Pale, God, stop that! Listen,
I just then heal myself and I'm like, I'm so... Oh my god. Ash, how did Merkle think this is a good idea? Me? How did I not realize it?
He puts his hands on your shoulders and pats your back. It's okay. It's okay.
This is why I wear a helmet in battle.
Just look, darling, you're learning, okay?
Except for you, I'm the oldest one in this room.
Yeah.
Granted, that one's was born in the middle of this conversation, but still.
Well, I am 60, but you know, the human equivalent of like 35.
Yeah, so you're the equivalent of 3 years older than me.
Yeah. Have some grace on yourself, okay? You only became a champion like last week.
Yeah, but like, you'd think that I'd be able to realize my own god's imagery written out. You know?
You ever heard of the hero's journey? You're on like phase 1 of 12. You know?
Oh god, this is just like that journey my friend from Crackland had to go on.
Exactly.
He got a lot of coins. Like a lot of coins. He got like one every now and then.
The hero with 1,000 faces. You are just beginning. You've got a lot to go. You have a lot to go. It's going to be okay. And that's why, that's why you have someone like me around. And he pats your shoulder again.
Thank you.
I pat Pale on the shoulder. Like, yeah, sometimes it just takes somebody else to help you realize. And wow, your shoulder's not hot.
No, only
it
parts of me
clicks
are hot. Yes.
What'd you say, Warren?
Oh, it just clicked for you?
What?
Guys, I'm not smart. I'm strong. But I'm also kind of weak.
Warren's gonna hit the Anton Sugar. It's just a penny, but it is like the. Do you guys know what I'm talking about from No Country for Old Men?
Yep.
No.
Hang on, let me.
So, we'll go through our first part again. They remember me. They'll listen to you because you know me. The spoken's important. You asked them, that you wanted to talk. Look at Ian's thing real quick. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So, that means some fractions are known. I figure that means part of what you've asked them about the mall. They want you to come talk to them, and they will come talk to them. I think the rest is instructions on where to meet them and how to arrive safely.
Sounds good. Is there any wine in the room or any alcohol?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pour a little cup, then dip the bloodstone in it and just lick the wine off. Just not helping, but it's mentally helping.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Yep. Plus, I
Warren's
consider
gonna pull
the
out-
grapes to be my enemies, so thus this is healing me.
What'd you say, Warren?
Warren's gonna pull out his own bottle of wine.
Can't even.
You watch Warren drink the entire bottle, and then you watch as a little hatch on their side opens up, and it refills the bottle.
Like those fucking baby dolls. Watch as they drink the orange juice.
It just pours right up.
I like that the last adventure, he was kidnapped. We're saving the lover of, and then we have a slapstick god adventure going at this point. And then watch Bastions. It's going to be horrifically dark. Yeah, we're just building him some friends. The darkest thing you've ever imagined. My God, body horror.
Anytime you guys do anything stealthy, it's gonna be the fucking Pink Panther theme.
Oh my God.
Ash puts some Bailey's Irish cream into his coffee.
Whoa.
Wait, what are you putting of you in the game?
Whoa. Yeah, whoa, calm down, Bailey.
I'm
Good
putting
Lord.
the alcohol.
You're putting your what in the game?
cream,
Cream?
bitch. What hole did it come out of? That's for you to guess. Cream.
God. DM
I didn't know you were
creaming.
Irish.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was. You guys couldn't hear it, chat, but I just slapped my knee because that was a dog shit joke. Anyway.
The only time any white fluid comes out of me is when I have some sort of infection. So, put that in your coffee and drink it, you freaks. I'm kidding.
I don't think that would go really good with coffee. Maybe like a light roast or something.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we gotta go find a gosh darn tiefling in this area that doesn't get cold, who will protect us from the dance. So...
What? The color of royalty. What do we think that is, lads?
Vecna's daughter?
No,
Vecna's
it's not really
daughter?
Vecna. Because remember, he has a granddaughter. Very
Yeah,
sad. I'm trying to
that
find that. I'm trying to. Where is that at? I'm sorry. I'm just skimming right now. I'm trying to find this something of royalty.
The color of royalty is like red, right?
She is royally varnished and
Varnished.
cloaked in white rabbit.
Okay, so cloaked in white rabbit, varnished. Varnished is like it can be clothing, it can also be armor. So some sort of royal, but she herself is not. Well, it could be a crown. She has a crown.
Wait,
Queen of
doesn't
the
get cold?
Tieflings?
Wait, it doesn't get cold and it's a royal color, wouldn't it be blue?
Oh, she might get cold. You're thinking of the other line, acquire the ruins of a land without winter.
Yeah. So then would it be, if she's royally varnished, again, varnish is typically like to clean things like or like to shine armor, crowns, or other metallic instruments, royally varnished and cloaked with white rabbit.
Warren's gonna raise his eyebrows when metallic instruments is brought up.
Yes, like a trumpet.
Wouldn't that mean almost not finished?
Well, you can certainly play it.
Yes, you can play a trumpet. Cloaked with white rabbit.
Hey, baby, what's your embouchure?
Babe, I
heard-
think your dick's attitude.
I heard saxophone players are great kissers.
Is that a WD-40 or are you just happy to see me?
Babe, get the WD-40!
The Tin Man's coming to town tonight.
You can wax my violin bow.
Get up in those cat guts.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
your cat
royally
out.
varnished. Royally varnished. Yeah, I'd have to say it's like either a crown or weaponry or armor. So royal armor and white rabbit. White rabbit. Is this something that I should know? Like that we've encountered before?
No.
Okay. White rabbit. Typically that's rabbit. A hare. White hare. Is she elvish? No.
She's a
It's already
tiefling.
established that there's a tiefling, yeah. White rabbit.
Well, yeah,
What is-
I think you're onto something with hair.
Cloaked with white rabbit. Close to white hair.
Of course, she's got a coat of
Rabbit
rabbit
fur.
fur.
Yeah, but that seems too much. Too obvious of it just being a cloak.
And you still have like 5 questions you could ask an NPC and they will answer with reasonable reliability.
Mm-hmm.
What does the white rabbit mean? Like, I mean, maybe they've got guards that are white rabbits.
I mean, it's entirely possible that a lot of this is literal. Because I mean, every notion of this, when you read this, it makes no fucking sense to us. But this makes perfect sense to them. So every notion was argued and eventually agreed upon by 13 saying experience the world in an entirely different way than, and then transcribed by someone who is also probably crazy. They didn't talk to her. They convey meaning in images and feeling. And so when they eventually agreed upon something, they wanted it exactly as they agreed upon. And then she had whoever this poor lady named Mary Leon is, assuming it's not a man named Mary, I don't know. It's Mary and Pippin, after all. Anyway, speaking Lord of the Rings. But it's when they
royally
eventually...
varnished, so it sounds like she'll just be royalty wherever we're going to. So, what country is this in again?
I mean,
You say the place
the
with
Mire
of-
winter.
the Mire of Dead
It's the same
Men...
place where the goddamn emperor is. Who?
No.
I was gonna
This
say,
is
I swear to God, if it's the same place with the Dragon King, and we have to like go find his daughter, who's a
No.
tiefling. I was gonna say Bailey. Oh my God.
No, this is... as far as I know, they haven't moved their location. Of course, I haven't been there. I've only heard of them, talked to them, asked them stuff, spied on them, that kind of thing. But unless they've moved their whole operation, then... And it's not just 13 of them in a hole somewhere. Like, they have people who work for them, in their will or against their will. Because they do just pay people, and there are people who are mind controlled, unfortunately, but that's how things go.
Actually, like a little thought out into Aether. You hear that, Achmatitep? You could have just paid them. A little bit of free market capitalism goes a long way in this realm.
Yeah. I mean, she was paying them, just not very much at all. Just enough to survive.
Barely.
But
Neither can nor
because it's entirely possible for that line, you might just be looking for a purple tiefling.
Oh,
But
right.
maybe it could mean something entirely different, but it's not all, like, this isn't a prophecy.
That's a royal color. Purple.
This isn't a prophecy, this is a letter that makes perfect sense to them. And so, I mean, Lord knows what it all means, because everything capitalized seems like a noun.
There, so Twisted Fane, Symphony of Madness, Foul Spawn, yeah.
So it seems like a thing or a group of people.
Oh, and Blue Fire is probably like Death Fire sort of thing, like some sort of magical fire that keeps Inavar's Legion moving. It's like a holy thing, so that they don't freeze.
And I feel like the word Roanoke is not a place, but more of an adjective. Even though it's capitalized.
Like, Matt knows what Roanoke means. But apparently that wasn't even correct. Roanoke Colony, because it's like... Huh.
Aboliths, you've actually seen before. And, I mean, you've maybe seen their corpses, Warren. And I don't know about you, Menomina, but you fight, being you've probably heard of them, being that they're aberrations. It's you guys' whole deal, from what I understand.
Oh, wait, did we fight these in Umberlee's realm?
No, these are from the far realm, the very edges of reality, the space between the planes of existence. Aboliths are big squid monsters. You fought an Abolith in the Wandering Albatross, Bastion's ship. That's what was, from the rumors I've read that I may or may not have been allowed to read, but my head didn't explode, so I guess King Henry would have been okay with it retroactively, if he finds out. That's what the rules are. I'm allowed to do things that I'm pretty sure that he'd be okay with. So you fought an Abolith because that's what was eating part of the Aether engines and controlling the crew, minus Tulavir.
Abolithic sovereignty sounds terrifying then. So,
that sounds terrible.
Definitely ourselves to that.
A group of them colonizing something. It sounds bad.
So we need to get a helm of ears from the colonization of the Abolithic colony to be able to get through the Twisted Fane without dancing the Symphony of Madness. So we need to find the tiefling.
But where is the tiefling?
Land Without Winter. Well, we need to start in the Land Without Winter. Focus with one.
What were you saying, Darian?
I said, I'm sorry. I was all kinds of thrown off. I missed half of that because this dude just pulled up in a truck at a gas station, stepped out of his truck, opened his doors, and started peeing. And
instead of going inside?
Holy shit.
And looked at me.
Looked at you with his dick in his hands?
Like, yes, I can see you.
He made eye contact with you while taking a piss?
Yes.
Did he at least have his socks on? Jesus.
Yeah. Like, he looked over at me like, oh shit, somebody can see me. Like, yeah, you're at a gas station. Walk inside and go to the bathroom.
You should have checked that before you unzipped. The fuck?
Good Lord.
Oh.
So, seems to me acquire the ruins because acquire the ruins, you know, first of all, that might be you need to obtain something, but you know, their words are a little wrong. And then it's the land without winter seems like a place, and then the shadows of Scar Keep sounds like a more specific place.
Mm-hmm.
And then I assume the Hex Locus is what's dangerous. And, you know, maybe that's part of something that was dangerous about the Abelithic sovereignty's colonization. Which would make sense of... That might be why Inavarv is fixing the edges of reality. Because if Abeliths tried to conquer somewhere on the material plane, that means they probably opened a gate or something to the far realm, which is a place of twisting fucking madness. So that's... Wherever this is, it's probably not a good place.
Which would colonization mean that the colony is now empty mysteriously?
What?
Does Rona colonization mean that the colony is now mysteriously empty?
Bailey will tell you. Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's right on what Roanoke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's concerning. I don't like Abeliths mysteriously disappearing.
Yeah, what would chase an Abelith off? I mean, maybe the Inavarv's Legion was able to actually stop them. Because you can't, you know, do Abelith mind powers on an undead.
Or maybe the rift that they tore in is what's allowing the Maw to get through.
That would be a big problem.
But I don't think that, I mean, the Maw is beyond Abeliths.
I believe the Maw's beyond Beholders, too.
Yeah. But at least they understand it a bit more.
And even something like a Beholder would be against the destruction of the entire universe, because that includes them. So they'd probably ask for help if it was that serious. I'd fucking hope so, at least.
Yeah, so we have to find this purple person in the land without winter, but I don't think it's Hell. Even though she's a tiefling, I don't think she's in Hell.
What'd you say?
Are you going to Hell or the Underdark?
It's not the fire plane.
You guys, you can all roll history checks. Whatever the average is, well, Ash's history check. Because you did ask him a very important question earlier that was going to reveal too much. So I'm going to give you a big hint to account for this guy's smart.
Well, we'd asked about the Symphony of Madness and everything. Wait, is she just in the fucking
Big old
Feywild?
12.
A 12?
I got a
what are
big
we
old
rolling
nat
for?
1.
A history check. 12, nat
History.
1.
That's
I mean,
a
it's
9.
still a 10. It's still a 10.
Not
You know what?
more.
Can I?
That's an average of 10.
Can I roll my side bolster knack on this one?
Your what?
Basically, my bardic inspiration, since I'm not a bard.
If you have something in the rules that lets you roll better, go ahead. Because I don't know your class.
Okay, so total it's an 18.
Total, it's an 18. So 18, nat 1, 10?
I got
What is
a 9.
A 9. Okay. Let me open roll 20.
Okay.
Because I haven't yet.
I've been sending a lot of stupid stuff in chat that I've been getting away with for once.
Oh, fuck. I do like reading the stupid shit you put in chat.
I will read out what I've been saying.
Go ahead.
Chat,
For
when
once.
Ogre has the extra bergamot ain't doing it for this shit when we were reading through this initially. Paler, strong lines of red twine to each other. They're all wrong. In quotes, come here often.
Boo.
I think, I made a joke when you said the songs with 3 heads. The Wither, Creeper, oh man, we back in the... It's a Minecraft rap. Mind Flayer, hardly know her. And that's all the funny stuff.
Ash also got in that one. Okay.
Oh,
He doesn't-
fuck's sake.
He doesn't remember this. or he doesn't remember what I was going to tell you. Which, even though I gave you the rules of they have to answer reasonable reliability, there's 2 nat 1s, he's not going to know this one thing. Though, since you asked about the Symphony of Madness, he's going to tell you one thing. He's like, when the Symphony of Madness is often a collective hallucination that a lot of people have when like a big mind flayer is approaching the surface and trying to acquire more hosts to the hive mind. It's nightmares they have, but it sounds like a song. You ever put a blade of grass between your fingers and blown on it and it makes a little like noise?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that with sinew and veins and blood, because that's what most aberrations are terrible amalgamations of flesh. So that's what it might be. And the only way to really stop those, there's you essentially make a voodoo doll of yourself and it absorbs your dreams, but you never have another dream again. I would have gotten one for my own nightmares, but then God talks to me in dreams, so I need to have them. And so it's, which I mean doesn't really help because there's the ableithic sovereignty. Conduct you to the Twisted Fane must be another place that's near the Land Without Winter. So, Land Without Winter, you meet her wherever Scar Keep is, and then she's going to lead you safely to wherever, I guess, past what's left of the ableithic, probably scars on the mortal plane. And then there's dangerous creatures. You guys can actually roll history checks again for something else. I will say that Warren can roll with advantage.
18.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
17. I'm gonna touch myself real quick. It's 17. 19.
Okay. So you guys know, all of you know what a foul spawn is. Foul spawn are also what the Wandering Albatross crew used to be. It's when an aboleth or some other kind of aberration, because several of them are able to do this, it's when they influence a mortal person so much and drive them so insane and taint them with the auras of the far realm that they turn into mutated, horrible monsters. So the foul spawn will know you. That would imply that there are creatures that the aboleths control. And whatever the plague scarred and spell scarred are dangerous. And then, because of blue fire, there may be zombies somewhere.
To be fair, I think the zombies might be able to help us, because I don't think Feckin' is that bad at this point, all things considered. Who said that? Okay. Really, we just need to find the ruins of Scarkeep. We just need to find this dang purple people eater.
I think that might be offensive, but, maybe she is a cannibal. Who knows?
I said
Perhaps
people. So maybe they
she's
eat humans. Yeah. I mean, who hasn't eaten a little bit of person before? Leo did. Sick freak.
Ash cringes and scratches the back of his neck.
No, don't worry. He didn't realize that I did it as a prank. It was back when I worshipped tears, so it's okay.
You have drank my blood.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I just woke up with a cut on my arm.
Well,
It's happened before,
That's what
though,
it is.
so...
That's concerning.
Well, just for magical ritual, blood and stuff. We worship a death god, so it's all grim and bones and everything.
And yet it gave me a reason to live, so, who's the
Me
death god?
too!
Yeah. to kill
Good-
Pelor
good
with
for-
my bare hands.
Good for
Um,
us.
If you're like a end of the movie jump high five. Yeah.
Yeah. Our reason to live is working for the Death God.
Yeah. To kill Pelor and watch the sun blink out. Anyway, ruins of the land without winter. The shadows of Scar Keep. Scar Keep is really the key place here. Do we know anyone
And there's
who has,
plague
like,
scarred and spelled scarred.
Yeah, so plague and spell. I don't know about. Well, plague. There's been so many different illnesses, and King Henry's had all of them, so we could ask him. But
True.
plague and spell scarred in a place without winter. Is this just hell with a torture door? No,
I mean,
no, because it would be hell.
Osmodius's lair of hell is actually really cold.
Yeah, so it's not a land without winter. Because it is winter.
Can I make a history check to see if I know anything about a land about winter?
Yeah, go
Well, we
ahead.
already talked about one place in Huroff and
Not here
where
often,
it's like-
Lahuya.
Lahuya.
23.
Lahuya's okay, 23. Let me see here. A 23 for a land without winter.
Because again, that could be any other realm. Any of the celestial realms.
It's that pretty much only the material plane has winter, but as it occurred to you guys that royally varnished may indeed be literal, meaning a purple tiefling. You get the idea that a land without winter may also be something that's backwards and mixed up just because it's a translation error. They may not literally mean the far realm where aberrations are from certainly doesn't have any winter, though it is winter and is not winter and is summer and is also a secret fifth. So God knows.
Spring. So it must be somewhere hot.
Maybe,
That's what she's saying. Like, it might
but
be-
it
it could be the exact opposite. It doesn't have winter because it's always fucking winter.
So maybe it is in Asmodeus' lair because it's his actual literal daughter.
he doesn't have any kids as far as. They'd be really young if he does, like 5.
Well, as far as you know.
As far
but
as I know,
Asmodeus
true.
is a truck driver and has a whole bunch of kids.
Something to tell us? But
Wait, what?
I guess we're going to hell.
You go
You
to hell.
have other. You have like 4 other questions you could ask either.
True.
Though you've
That's-
reached kind of the limit of what Ash would know.
Contestant number 1.
Perhaps King Henry knows something. I'm sure the fucking kid never sleeps.
True. The problem.
Teenagers need
Alright.
like 10, 12 hours of sleep a night. I don't think I've seen him sleep more than 3, maybe.
You're supposed
And
to be sleeping
Wade-
6 to 8.
And Wade's not here to tell him to go to bed, so maybe Henry's still up because he hasn't gone to sleep at all.
And you're supposed to be getting 6 to 8, but I've never seen you sleep more than 1. Get it
Listen,
together.
I
High
take
Cardinal,
naps,
last order.
okay?
Your naps aren't even a full REM cycle, High Cardinal.
When I get too tired and I feel like I'm going to pass out, I lay on the floor in a bed of random paper. You should really see my office. I'm kind of terrified of what my house would look like if I didn't have the help. It really, I'm ashamed.
You
So if I'm
have
hearing
a
this
bed.
correctly- So if I'm hearing this correctly, you used to be made of wood, and so you sleep in a bed of yourself.
We never did make paper out of your cut limbs. I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Too late, but yeah.
I've never gotten a paper cut because I had wood hands already. I did give myself splinters a lot. And then
Too much wood whacking.
no, but my office is essentially a nest. I really am ashamed of it.
It's cozy.
Yeah. It's
So let's go talk to, I guess, the Boy King, or Vecna's granddaughter. I guess let's start with the Boy King.
just because he's probably still awake.
Yeah, and he knows places. He's a little diplomat.
He's almost as much as a history buff as I am. But
yeah.
I was able to actually get through to him a little bit. I've been trying to be his friend, especially after the whole... when we went for a walk together the other day. And he's being cagey, but he's not blushing. To be fucking clear.
So, Ash,
Although...
you're a good person, and I won't tell anyone that I said that, except for all of our followers.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna team up with Wade later. And I'm gonna convince him to finally, put some bass in his voice. And we're gonna kick Victor's ass. What do you think the word father and father-in-law means?
Please wait until I'm back to do that, because good lord, I'd like to be part of it.
I've got to talk it over and, subterfuge with Marceline, who I'm explicitly not allowed to talk to alone. So.
Don't worry, because I've been waiting for the chance. I've been waiting. But anyway.
Now, if anybody needs an ass kicking, he's not the dad that stepped up. He's the dad that made everything worse on purpose. And he's like, I need to come. Okay. And he drinks more.
And rub his shoulder a little bit, hey, I'm gonna fucking flay him. Give him a little pat on the back, all right, let's go talk to the Boy King.
If King Henry ever runs away, he can...
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got spare bedrooms.
Poor kid deserves better.
He does.
So,
it's gonna make me mad.
King.
Okay, go talk to him. Bye.
Toodles.
P3 does the little finger wave.
The flirty little...
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Bad.
He smiles and chuckles and then gives you the same wave back, but being sarcastic about it.
Bunch of roulets.
Bunch of whores.
Yeah.
You knew from the beginning, Pale, that you wanted to date an absolute slut.
How dare you talk about the librarian that way?
No, Ash is a whore. I'm sorry.
When did Ash come up?
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I just popped every ligament in my arm. Oh, fuck.
Did you break your leg? Or your arm?
You probably didn't hear the popping, but...
No, I did.
You did? No.
We super did.
Okay, sorry if that was gross. No, I just stretched and my shoulders popped and then my elbows and then my wrists. Felt good.
Yeah.
I stood up after taking my lunch break at work. I was just writing, the very prophecy that we're talking about today earlier. And I stood up and popped my back, and then somebody in the next office over was like, "Did you drop something?" It's deathly quiet in our office at about 3 a.m. when we're not busy, and the wall is literally one thing of sheetrock. If I set my phone on the desk, I can hear it vibrating. So, on the one hand, it is very thin walls, but they did hear me pop my back through a wall.
Damn.
No, it's that snap, crackle, and pop. Anyway.
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies. Fuck. But the Boy King, where do you go look for him?
The throne room, I guess?
If you go to the throne room, it's empty. They never do anything in here.
Damn it.
Or no, Henry holds court in here. But
wherever he usually eats breakfast. Kid's
that's the
absolutely
breakfast
awake.
room.
Yep.
Going to his room.
His bedroom?
Yep.
You know that if Henry's not in his bedroom, he's usually in what's called the breakfast room. It's just a big conference room. But you could go to either one. Where do you want to go first?
Breakfast.
Okay. You go to the breakfast room, and indeed, Henry is there opening mail. He's had the people who screen it for bombs and arsenic or whatever. And so he's got a bunch of really exhausted-looking secretaries who woke up first thing in the morning, and now they're helping King Henry write. Because he's got probably 20 letters that he's going through, and like someone else opens them, and then he reads them because it's classified, and then he tells somebody else what to reply. And then they write it all fancy. But he's like, God, fucking tell him they can send somebody to meet with us. Or he's like, looking at a chart or something to tell this secretary, and they're going to write, Dear King, what's your name? We are formally, complimented by your reply. And Henry's just like, just fucking tell him, sure. So that's what they're doing at 5 a.m. Oh, hey guys.
So, we have a question, if you got a minute.
He looks worried, because he's always worried when you guys want something from him, you especially, Pale.
Yep.
But he, turns the paper he's reading upside down so nobody else can glance at it, and then he stands up. And he walks...
What?
He walks straight up. His back doesn't hurt. He's breathing. The man's not coughing. It's wonderful.
Deeply put off by that. Do you ever heard of Scar Keep?
Scar Keep. Keep sounds like a castle. I can't say I know though.
Damn.
Actually, just kidding. That was one of the things that was another question that I keep forgetting that I'm not allowed to be cagey. I had a reason.
I mean,
why
you're
he
allowed
was
to
there.
You're allowed to be. We can just ask other people. It's your god, remember?
Yeah. He's like, Scar Keep. Let me roll a history check for Henry. He's like, do you mean like the Scar in Neverwinter?
You're shitting me. There's a place called Neverwinter?
Yeah.
Forgotten Realms, yep.
No,
I
that
feel
that shit's legendary. It's the soldiers of Scar Keep. That shit's like poetic, epic fucking battles of people that got scarred by shit from the far realm, and they were like, we can't ever go back to society because we're fucking like infected or whatever, but we're gonna fight to the last goddamn man to keep this shit out of Neverwinter. It's awesome, dude. I have like 4 or 5 books by different historians. That shit's awesome.
I'm just gonna get on my tiptoes to look the boy king in the eye. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking called Neverwinter? Just outright, it's just called Neverwinter?
Yeah. There was a city called Neverwinter. Because it eventually got took over by this thing called the Abelithic Sovereignty. But then the Abelithic Sovereignty had to leave, and Cold Line came. So they won over from like 100 years. But then the Neverwinter guys still fucking won because the Abelith couldn't stay there because their slime bitch asses couldn't take the cold.
I need you to understand that for the past, several hours, I've been trying to figure out what land without winter meant. I was about to go to hell. We were about to go to hell with
Don't do that.
to meet with Asmodeus.
What?
Henry, and it took me 2 hours to realize Death's Chosen didn't mean the Raven Queen.
Who does it mean?
Me.
Oh. Wow.
Right? Yeah. 2 hours. Henry, 2.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and another one on your chest, like it's almost a hug, and he's like, Bill, I want you to listen to me really carefully.
Uh-huh.
Do not go to hell.
Well, I get that now.
Don't do that. Like ever. Don't talk to
Yeah.
Asmodeus. You were gonna. How would you have even talked? Can't get into his fucking plane without an invitation. Like, the fuck?
I know a guy.
No.
I mean, Merkul, he kind of, you know.
Who told you to go to
Anyway.
Neverwinter?
But I feel like that's not important.
Oh, that's kind of important. Listen,
I
buddy.
feel like it's not that important.
Look, Pale.
Yeah.
You're a cool
I'm in
guy.
trouble.
No. You're a cool guy. We're on the same side and everything. You're reasonably trustworthy. I need you to make smart decisions when you go out and do things. Okay?
Yeah. I'm okay. I'll be real with you. I'll level with you.
Mm-hmm.
So to go Neverwinter by the Beholders. I thought, they seem to know stuff about the mall. So I wanted to go and talk with them, and they gave us directions for how to get there. Yep. The directions were a little weird.
There's Beholders in Neverwinter? I thought the fucking... The Hex
know.
Look is closed. What?
I don't know. What the... How do you know all of it? Good lord.
Okay, so
I don't
the
know.
Aboleths, this thing
Just
called
show
the
him
Hex
the letter.
Locust. What?
Dude, just show him the letter.
Oh, yeah. Here.
He reads and reads and reads and reads. And he's like, alright, so the Hex Locust is a sentient artifact once crafted in the Far Realms. It was an extremely powerful Elder Brain. So powerful that it used all of its power, like killing all of its Mind Flayer horde in the process. And it used that to, eat dust of one of the borders of the Far Realm. And when it did that, it, okay, this is a long... How far back do you want me to go?
Yes.
Okay, so I've actually put this together off reading some of the shit in the Wandering Albatross logs. Alright, so we didn't realize they were alternate dimensions before, but we did know the border of ours. Right, so Phlogiston is what the Dimension Alpha folks, Televir and all them, that's the space that they call the weave, but other people call it phlogiston. It's actually like a fluid and like a goo. And the border of crystals, it's the border of our dimension's called a crystal sphere. That's not literal. That's like how we call it the Ethereum stone. It's not a literal rock, but we imagine it all as a rock. Us imagining stuff and it becoming a thing is important. So wild space. Yeah. Wild space is the space that is space. The stars and shit. Like moons and other planets that we can see with telescopes or whatever. The material plane is the central layer of the shish kebab of the beam that stacks the planes of existence on each other. Feywild, Abyss, whatever. Separate planes of existence can have their own wild space separate from the material plane, but they can also have no wild space, or they can have the same wild space as the material plane, even though they're still separated from layers of reality. So the wild space in Celestia is the same on the astral plane and the material plane, but according to the logs in the Wandering Albatross, you can't get to Celestia by flying into wild space from the material plane. Like if you flew a boat from Celestia to the moon, you could meet up with another ship that flew from the material plane to the moon, and you could talk to each other because you're at the same place. But when you look down, you still only see where you came from. Isn't that fucking wild, dude? Okay, you could still be on the moon and then plane shift to that exact same spot on the moon. Even though it's the same moon, you changed planes. And so the plane below you is going to change, even though you're still on the moon. And on the very edge of wild space, in every plane, are these the far realm where beholders and shit are from. So let me break it down even further. Because this is how I had to explain it to Marceline, and she was like, yeah, Henry, your history shit. I'm like, fucking woman, this is important. Anyway, This dimension is a lasagna. Bear with me. The material plane and all the other planes are the sheets of noodles. Wild space is the sauce, and the far realms are layers of cheese in between the sauce and the noodles. The beam, which pierces all noodles, and the far realm is a toothpick that someone has put in the lasagna. The crystal sphere is the casserole dish in which the lasagna has been baked in. Phlogiston is the oven, inside of which other casserole dishes full of lasagna or bread or potatoes or whatever can also reside. Are you following me? What?
Vaguely.
Do you understand? Vaguely. I thought you were saying Bailey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand what I understand.
Our dimension is a lasagna, but other dimensions could be roasted potatoes because they're other dimensions and therefore very different.
Your Highness, you're making me hungry.
Sorry. No, me too. I have been eating so fucking much. I can't even explain to you.
Oh, good.
I used to maybe have like 500-600 calories a day, and I have eaten so much. I can't even fucking. And he starts laughing.
God.
I weigh 120 pounds. I'm 6'4". I'm supposed to be.
My tiptoes.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be like at least 180. Can you even fucking imagine like 70 more pounds on me? And that's not even me like bulked or anything. I love food. I haven't been able to eat food. No, I'm gonna be huge. Like my dad in his prime or whatever, fucking massive. And he's like 6'8". Dude, I could get taller. You know, like he had his last growth spurt at like 20, like 25. And then my grandpa was 7 foot. I could get taller. Because I'm eating.
That's sick as hell.
So that's the secret. I gotta eat more.
Yeah.
I think you're
Kinda.
just... You know, never mind. So we gotta go to Neverwinter.
As I climb into Warren's backpack.
So you're anywhere even close to eye level with Henry. How tall are you again?
Like 4 feet.
Yeah, 4 foot. You come up to like Henry's, elbow.
How tall is Henry again? Because I think I'm about like head height.
Henry's 6'4".
Okay, yeah, I am taller than Henry.
Yeah, which Henry could grow more.
That's true. Now that he has, things
Nutrients.
to
It's
And
he
he
may
can stand
have
up
he
to
may
it.
have to ask Bastion to like loosen up the bolts in his spine when he gets taller.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
Oh, why does my bag hurt again? Oh, it's because I have fucking screws in it. No, but like the phlogiston, that's like, we used to think that there must be like a far realm beyond the far realm. And like, that's where like Cthulhu and other fuckers are. But then since there are other dimensions confirmed, and we have the confirmed data from the Wandering Albatross, assuming their dimension is still somewhat like ours, phlogiston, the goo and random crystal spheres of light which contain solar systems or whatever, that's where like Cthulhu lives, in clouds of nebula gas. Also, phlogiston is extremely flammable.
so we could light the interspace between universes on fire.
You could light the multiverse on fire, yeah.
Interesting. I might have to have a talk with Vivian about that.
I don't know if that would end badly or if it would just create more phlogiston once it like burned, because gods don't know where it comes. Usually you have the knows, but gods don't know, because our gods didn't know there were other dimensions.
Well, That's
Well, Gons
complicated.
did, I guess, and then he didn't fucking say anything. So you wore it.
Oh, I mean, we knew that there were multiple. We just thought that there were recursions, not separate. At least in my camp, we knew that there were multiple customer tools, the iterations, but we didn't know there were pluralities. You know, like if you make rice, then you make new rice. There's multiple rice. There's also fried rice and brown rice and jasmine rice. You know.
And then you put the rice in one pot into the rice of other pot, and now you only have one pot of rice, even though there were 2 pots of rice.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Fucking hell. Well, thank you, my liege.
You're welcome. Do you want to look at a map of Neverwinter?
I would love to do that, and then I will get out of your hair, and I promise the next time I'll start by saying, don't worry, I'm not in trouble. I have a question.
Thank you. Thank fuck, actually.
Yeah, no, I got you.
That'll do wonders for my blood pressure.
Will it, though?
You know,
I do my best. I do my best to
anything
keep
helps.
you on your toes.
Well, actually, my blood pressure's run by a machine now, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Yep. So nothing I do will make any difference.
No, I didn't
on
say
your
that.
toes.
I didn't say
No,
that.
it's okay. It's okay. And I'm just going to be like, yeah, just give me the maps and we'll leave.
Okay. Henry has somebody go get maps, and he's like, yeah, watch out for this like scar of reality, even though it's supposed to not be open anymore. Sure hope it's still not open, that'd be bad. Here you go.
Perfect. How far away is it from where we are, Bailey? Am I able to tell?
Oh, you could have one of your friends that are wizards, so, August, or, like, Dennis, or you could hire some different wizard, whatever. Somebody could take you to Dunan, the necromancer city, but you would have to walk, to Neverwinter from there, because none of your friends who can teleport have been there, so they can't take you there.
I was going to say, it's like distance-wise, because with the wind walk, it's... What did we figure out? It's like 30 miles an hour, approximately.
Something like that. But you could certainly fly there by windwalk. You could also take a boat. It is a coastal city. I'll send you guys a map. I'll have it by next time. But, and then, yeah, just, there's the original Phandalin. You know how there's a Texas? There's a Phandalin in Lahuya that's abandoned and frozen. They made new Phandalin here in Macadia, because when Bailey made Macadia, she knew absolutely fuck all about Faerun stuff.
Same.
So she's had to make the crystal spheres and phlogiston and all of that other shit, because in Faerun, the fucking Spellscarred and whatever else, Neverwinter being invaded by Aboliths is a canon thing that happened, but that happened because of the Spell Plague and the Second Sundering, which I could get into, but that didn't happen in our world. The closest thing to the Sundering, because that's most of the plot of all the D&D novels, is them dealing with the repercussions of the Second Sundering. Like, that's mostly what all the novels are in that setting. All of the all the adventure books are within the time of the Sundering. And it does have an end point, but we haven't reached it yet, because there is some people who time travel, so they know when the Sundering is over, which means the creators of D&D know when the Sundering is over. But none of the novels or adventure books have gotten there yet. Like, they were interviewing one of the guys who's in charge of D&D lore, which, you know, contradicts itself, as is every multi-lore. But they were like, yeah, so what happens next is, as far as the universal canon story of D&D? He's like, well, next year we have this. So he said next year as in Faerun time, not real people time. But, so the crisis that I made up was like a conversion evolution thing of, I didn't know that the Sundering was the thing where the gods all fell to earth, which in Faerun, Eo, the overgod, ejected them from heaven because they were neglecting their followers and being lazy and not doing their jobs. So he's like, you're fucking ignoring your mortals? Fucking go be mortal for a second. And so, the crisis, the gods weren't mortals, they just were in earth, and that's why they scarred the land. And that's why Dunanites, or whatever the Vecna theocracy, they can't eat meat because the aura of necromancy in Dunan is so strong that the meat will come back to life in the soup when you cook ramen. So they're all vegetarian.
I hate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And we will be needing to go there next, or you have to think of a way and tell me how you get to.
Well, I figure we
Neverwinter
teleport as
otherwise.
close as we can,
Yeah.
and then we wind walk, as long as the other two are willing to be turned to wind.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. What about that giant ship?
No, that's Bastions to play with. I'm not touching that. We're not going near that. That's King Henry's and Bastions. We don't touch that.
I kind of touched it this morning.
I like magic. Magic makes sense to me. That's not magic. It's buttons and things like him, the dirty clanker. So I don't like.
Warden's gonna replay a clip of Bastion going, "Magic is just complicated science."
Or, we are friends, Pale.
Still the scariest thing you've ever done, Ian.
And I'm sorry for torturing you guys with a really complicated letter made by
it's fun.
insane individuals.
And it's only taken 2 hours.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Bailey, this was great. Also, I've been keeping typed notes as we went through this.
Yeah.
So these are what I've been typing as we went. Don't bother reading that now. It's a mess.
Oh, you
But it's
copied and
just-
pasted it? Yeah.
No, that's just what I've been typing in that block.
Oh, I'm trying to find what chat you put it in.
Oh, in Roll20.
Oh, Roll20. Okay. Purple tiefling with white rabbit. Aboliths are squid creatures from between the universes. Ash is the Shrike. I am Death's chosen. Inavarv is a Vec Knight with an army. Staying warm by blue light at the edge of the universe. Symphony of Madness is where like a super... Here, let me tell you, Henry would also know what blue fire... Hold on. Scroll in here. He's like, alright, I forgot.
For this shit.
I need to tell you what blue fire is. I'll be quick. Blue fire... I'm telling you this because I'm a Dane, which I'm not, it's not a religion. It's just people who believe in... It's like karma, karma, except for it's like everything is karma.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Hindu.
Like some people think that the demons in hell in the abyss are soulless because they are the mirror of everything that does have a soul. That's why they're never ending, and that's why hell, devils have to use soul power stuff to fight them. Anyway, blue fire is like the spiritual opposite of magic, according to people who believe in the idea of balance. It's the invisible, spent residue that drifts between the planes and layers of reality after every cantrip cast. It's the magical ashes left behind every time a flame-tongued dagger is activated. It's like anti-magic, anti-matter. It's the dusty surface of fucking dead stars. And it's super hot, but it can't actually burn stuff. It kind of burns your incorporeal objects, like ideas and your soul. It used to have power and still wants it. So it sucks up magic and knowledge and your hopes and dreams and your fears, I guess. Just whenever you feel heat, run away. Which that's what I'm terrified of with all the Ethereum magazines and every boxes that's like Warforged are in and Forgeborn, and then the one are using and shit. What happens when those things are empty? Like, you have a wand of magic stuff, and sometimes when you empty the wand, it fucking explodes. So, like, imagine a shell of a soul that's been made physical by wizards and everybody else just deciding that it's a rock. Like how we just decided crystal spheres are a thing and how we just decided the Ethereum stone. And, like, gods imagining them as pockets of light that they take when they have souls. And, like, will a soul, once it's spent, turn into blue fire? Because I feel like that's going to be a problem in the next campaign, which, when we play it 12 years from now, or 20 years from now, that will be a problem. Congratulations.
Good lord.
Yeah, in, like, alternate dimensions, like other ones that the Wandering Albatross, like, has notes on, it's this other dimension called Faerun. Or actually, it's called Toril. And there's, like, another planet there named Abir. So it's the Abir Toril system. The Faerun is the continent they live on.
There went out 2 beers. Yeah, that sounds fair, yeah.
He's like, but they call blue fire when they had something similar to the crisis. It was like, blue fire was like, it was like the opposite of what we call blue fire here, of its, the raw essence of power, the idea of magic. So, like, when their version of the crisis happened, the Sundering, like, it got, the laws of physics got so fucked up once the god of physics, like, fell out of the celestial plane, that Abir and Toril, the 2 planets, like, mixed together. And so some towns on Toril were suddenly in a different planet or a different fucking, like, plane. Could you imagine waking up one day and your entire fucking city is in the Feywild? It sounds like a fucking nightmare from what the Four Truths people have told me. Fucking nightmare. No fucking thank you.
Yes, it is.
That or you're just ripped asunder by the raw force of the universe. God, I love history.
Well, King Henry, on that horrifying note, I'm gonna go find a wizard to take me far, far away from here. Thanks for that horrifying crisis. With that,
no
I
problem.
do have to log off, y'all. Peace out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Far, far away.
This was insane.
I am also going to head out. I'm going to go cook dinner.
I'll see the rest of you boys later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, T.
And I will see
Greg.
you. Yeah. Hey, it's your DM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.